Hello and welcome. This is a new tutorial about Blender and Substance Painter, and it is about painting normals with Substance Painter. I will create a very simple model here, very simple with Blender. It is a cube, a little bit scaled and beveled, and then I will use Smart UV Unwrap to unwrap this and export it as FBX. Then I will import it into Substance Painter and using alphas to paint in height information that are stored in the normal map. After that we will export it out again, the normal map, and import it into Blender. Okay, now let's export this as FBX. Choose selected objects and press export FBX. That's it for the Blender part. Then open Substance Painter, press New, and select this FBX model we just exported. I choose a 4K texture, and now I will show you how to paint in the height information to this model. In this list here below we have a couple of alphas. You can also add custom alphas to this, but I think I will cover this in a separate tutorial. First, let's add a fill layer. Okay, and now we disable the color, the metal, the roughness, and also the normals. I just want to paint in height information, and the value can be negative or positive. So let's select this fill layer and add a black mask. And then choose an alpha, like this X alpha here. And then you can paint this alpha onto your model. And you can also change the value of the height afterwards. After you painted this onto your mask, I can pull this into the positive or negative direction, and you can see that this height information changes respectively. When I pull this to the negative value, then it looks like it is sunken in, and when I pull this to the positive value, it looks like it is raised. Now let's choose a different alpha, and by the way, you can change the brush size by holding the Control key pressed and either rotating the mouse wheel or holding the right mouse button down and moving the mouse to change the size of the brush. And again, I can play around with the value of the height to change the appearance of the painted in alpha. Now let's select a last one, paint this in, and after that I will show you how to export out just this normal we just changed, because we changed the normal map, and then I will export out this normal map, just the normal map, and import it again into Blender to display this information for my model, for this simple cube. Okay. So let's do this right now. Press File, Export, and then we will define a configuration template to export out just the normals, because there is no one predefined, so let's define one. This is a very easy task. Press this little plus icon here in the presets, then we define a name, call this normals or whatever. Now I choose RGB, and select this normal OpenGL as a channel. And that's it. When we export now, with this configuration, we will export out just the normals. I didn't define a good name for this now. Now it is exported as RGB PNG, but anyway, we can rename this here when we open up the folder after we exported this. Now I rename this to, let's say, normals, and then I open up Blender, and then I can show you how to import this normal map to be displayed in Cycles Render for this simple model. I opened a new window for the material of this model. It has a diffuse shader, then we add an image texture, choose the normal. You see I already opened this before. If you haven't, just press open and select this file we just exported. Then connect the color information here with the normal, and then you can see the normal map for this model in Cycles. Okay, now we can render this. So you have to position your camera. Okay, and then press F12. And here we go. So guys, I really hope you liked this tutorial. This was a very simple example. Of course, this technique can be used for professional models, and I will show this in one of the next tutorials. Thanks a lot for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I really hope you come back soon to JNM.